The president who ordered the bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the American president.
Yeah.
He was a 32nd degree Mason.
Oh dear.
A week later, he was a 33rd degree Mason.
Because he killed off people.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, Hiroshima and Nagasaki are on the 33rd degree.
Yeah.
President John F. Kennedy was killed passing a Masonic monument. On a day, I believe, said to be, some reference.
Yeah. Wow. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Rivka's Craft Corner. Wow. What can I say this morning? I have a lot to talk about. If you're willing to listen, I'm here. It's early for me. It's 7 a.m. Normally, I come in on 8, but because of the Dateline timeline, daylight savings time, I have to be on at this time. But don't worry, don't fear. I am not going to change my time for, what is it called? For burgles, I can't think. Too early to think, guys. Too early to think. Now, my husband's going to be in here. He's going to do most of the talking. You are.
Why should I talk? I'm shy.
You're not shy.
I'm an introvert.
Oh, dear. He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Never say anything to anybody.
Bull crap.
Ooh, that's going to get you demonetized. Oh, don't worry about it. You're not monetized.
No, I have never been monetized.
And the other stations that you release on don't care.
Yeah. Yep.
Your coffee. That's what I'm after.
See? Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that turning out pretty? It's almost done.
I bring coffee.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, like, no cake. Where do I put this?
Okay.
Or on the other side?
How
about that?
Somewhere.
I'm gonna move one of them. I'm gonna put mine up there, actually. That might be a good idea.
Yeah, maybe. So, we got some news. Is it good news? Not really. We got some news from our landlord. But Jeff will be here. He will talk. He's joking with you, by the way, when he says he's not going to talk. He'll talk. Trust me. He likes ya. He likes ya.
Good morning, everybody. It's too early to be out of bed, but here we are.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's too early for my wife to be out of bed. I'm a relatively early riser.
Yeah, he is.
It is just after 7 a.m.
Yes, 7 a.m. here in Australia.
I like to say my wife likes to get up at the crack of noon, but that would be a lie because she gets out earlier than that.
I get up at 9.
Generally?
Normally.
Well, you can get up any time before that, but you don't wake up until 9, hey dear? Pretty much. Yeah, doesn't matter. So she's sleep talking and sleep crocheting, being impressed. Now, for some reason, at my feet here, I don't need that. They
yes, you do.
There's a. I'll get it. You can't reach that.
Hand me my poker.
Your very sharp thing that's probably going to stick in my foot if I'm not careful.
Yeah.
Yeah. No worries. Meanwhile, I'm just moving the sander out of the way. There's a sander at my feet. It's really amazing what I can find down here. One large point, well, relatively small, I guess, pointy object, which is now being put away. So I feel happy. Happier.
Oh dear.
I see Oddie.
Yeah, there's 2 other people there too. I just don't know who they are.
That says 3 people watching.
Yep.
This is true. Sleep crafting is an art of itself, and it should be more appreciated than it is.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a little bit of, shall we call it, semi-political commentary. I didn't read it, but by the Babylon Bee. I don't know if people know the Babylon Bee, but it's a satire site. Anyway, I haven't read it. I haven't read the article, but I liked the headline for it.
Yeah.
It said, motorcyclist who self-identifies as a bicyclist is setting new world records in bicycling. Stunning and brave. I don't know what people think of that. So that's hopefully about the most political thing I'll say this morning. I could say all kinds. I should start my own podcast on what I think, but I've got 2 things. Number one, I don't actually want to be political online.
No.
Very much. Although in person it's a different matter. I should release another one, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
So far I've only done one scripture study, and I thought I tried to do another one, but my filming got interrupted partway through, and so I started another one, and I couldn't mash the 2 together. It tried mashing the two together and decided it was just going to repeat the first one. I was like, what's the point of that?
Is that because I came and interrupted
you? No, it's because I was reading through something and something changed, and it's like, well, that didn't work, so I turned it off. I thought I could cut it out and mash the second one into it, and
it will not.
It won't do it.
That.
It won't do it.
It won't let you do that. Even on what I have here,
It's weird.
Yeah, it is.
I was like, well, that was pointless. I have to do the whole thing again. That took me half an hour or more. And then it took me another nearly an hour to figure out that it wouldn't work.
Yep.
I'm not doing that again. Forget it.
I'm going to turn this toward me so you guys can see me crochet.
Well, that's a good idea. Let's turn towards me so you can see me flash my little light here on the what is this? Headphones. Why is it trapped underneath that? I can't move around very much. The idea to make sure I don't leave.
Yeah, no, move forward.
Why should I move forward?
Because they want to see you.
They don't want to see me.
They want to see you. They want to hear you.
Oh, well, they can hear me. They can hear me without seeing me. I've said before, I've got a good head for radio.
You really do. You really do.
Uh-huh. Well, that's just mean. You don't have to agree with me. Do you know what the suggestion? Do you know the suggestion that a good head for radio means? This means that you're just at best average looking.
No, that's not. Never mind.
That's what it means. You thought it meant that I was clever in the way I could get my words tumbling out and just keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's very nice of you to think that, but that's not what it means. It means, well, he can talk, but he'll never make an actor. Not with those looks.
Oh, if I remember right, when you were talking about Thailand.
That is true. That is true.
Someone said you could be an actor.
In my 30s, in my early 30s, I was in Thailand, and I happened to get caught up in a conversation with one of the locals. And we were chatting for half an hour or so at least. And I learned that he worked somewhere nearby, but he wasn't working that day because it was the weekend. And that I can't remember if he had 2 children or 3 or whatever, and he'd been married for 15 years or something. So he was about, my age, roughly.
Yeah.
At the time.
Yeah.
Maybe even a fraction older. And when I mentioned that I wasn't married, he said, "Oh, why not? You handsome like movie star." So, there you go.
Yeah. Well, you're married now.
Yes, dear. Love you, dear.
Been married almost 9 years.
Something like that, yes.
Yeah.
The number just keeps going up, isn't that great?
Or isn't it almost 10 years?
It's almost 10 years, dear.
Almost 10 years.
It's 2013 when we started.
Yeah.
So I guess, it's 9, eh?
It's
coming up
right
on.
now.
Well, no, because you're like starting in 2013. 14 marks 1, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Yeah,
and coming up on 9.
It didn't feel like it was 10 years. I said we'll be hitting new birthing gifts with new fruit, so that should be a good one.
9 years.
9 years, yeah.
That's good.
So let's talk about what's going on with us.
Well, we're a little late starting, but the plans for taking over the world are probably going to go ahead without a hitch now, hopefully. Provided we can get enough people to back us. Not that one? She's giving me a strange look. It's a little joke. I'm not planning on taking over the world. I could have taken over the world when I was in my 20s, but not now. It would have been much easier. I would have had time to plan. Running out of time. If anyone wants to know my plans for taking over the world, just send me a PM on like Facebook or something.
Yeah.
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 So it's funny.
Okay, so what happened is I had my account hacked last week.
That's not our plans going forward.
No, I'm going on first with there's 2 negatives and then the rest is positive.
Awesome.
Okay.
Let's get those negatives out of the way.
Yeah, let's get the negatives out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
I got my account, my account, which is called Rifka _craft _corner _shop.
I thought that was the one you kept.
That's the one I kept. The one that got hacked.
Okay. They wouldn't take me seriously, Oddie. I could put my plans up. The problem is though that somebody on Facebook might think, "Oh, that's a good idea. Let's use it." Send it on Instagram, then I'll reply. It is a joke.
He does have an Instagram, believe it or not.
I do have an Instagram. I started it last week in response to trying to report this person and trying to still haven't finished that.
No.
Contact all the people who were previously members to let them know that that account has been hacked. So that's why I started it. I didn't have an Instagram account before that. So I do have one. I don't even know what it is. I just sort of sign in and it's there. Oh, it's, what did I call it? Did I call it Messianic Minister?
Yeah, you called it
Messianic Minister. Or did I use, my Hebrew name or something?
No, you used your
Messianic Minister, I think, rather than my real name.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll verify that, and if you want to ask me, I'll do so. You can send me a friend request or something.
Friend request, and also send a message in his messenger saying, "I know you. Answer me."
That's right. I know you. I'm watching you. I'm suspicious of you.
No.
Tell me everything. Hey, look, shouldn't I be on like the FBI watch list if I've got a plan for taking over the world? It might interfere with their plan for taking over the world.
Jeffrey Raymond.
Well, it might. I don't know. But only if I implement it.
Jeffrey. What am I going to do with you, my love?
Yeah, nothing. You already married me. That's it. Okay, so negative number 1.
That was negative number 1.
Account got hacked, and apparently Instagram isn't going to do anything about it.
No, sadly they won't.
Because you've complained and I've complained, and that's it.
Oh, there's been other people that complained too.
On your behalf?
On my behalf.
There you go.
But the problem is Instagram and Facebook don't answer you.
Pity we don't live in America. I could go around and knock on their door. Say, excuse me. It's about this. It's like, how did you find us? I'm persistent. I kept on knocking on every door in California until I found one that opened up and said, "Hi, we're Instagram." That's where they live, right?
I don't know.
Live in California, as some person calls it.
I think so. I don't know.
Oh, sorry, I'm being political again. I hope I'm not offending anybody. I have nothing against the Californians. I like the Californians, generally speaking.
I love the California coast. I think that...
You have friends in California?
I have friends in California. Couple friends in California.
You do? Well, one travels around a bit, but one's there all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's good. There's somebody called Reborn. Hi!
Hello, Reborn. Welcome to Rifka's Craft Corner. How are you doing?
See? Oddie thinks I'm suspicious. She's looking for me. Yeah. You and the CIA, you'll never catch me.
Jeffrey.
What?
Stop that.
Hey, it's a way to get extra views. Can you imagine if the whole department of the FBI started watching? That's like 10,000 people. Say something controversial, Threaten somebody high up in power. They'll come looking for you.
Oh dear.
They all have to watch. They have to watch the video over and over to make sure there's video evidence. It's a conspiracy.
Okay, let's change the subject.
Yes. Okay. Fine. Anyway, so problem number 1: account got hacked, and doesn't look like it's coming back anytime soon, unless anybody knows a white hat hacker that we can hire. I'll happily hire a white hat hacker to go in, get the account back, and maybe leave a trail of poo in the other person's what do you call it? Like put up every time they send a message, it's accompanied with a message that says "I am a hacker." What do you think?
Don't marry an educated lady. It will make a ego in her that will ruin the family and even the dog. Okay.
That's an interesting statement.
That's an interesting statement.
We don't have a dog.
You don't have a dog. We have chickens.
I did marry an educated lady, but that's okay because she married an educated man. We were educated differently.
Oh,
like, for example, she speaks American and I speak Australian, but we both have English as our second language, so that's fine, and it works out.
Yeah. So the second negative.
Is the dog actually part of the family? It depends on whether you're a fur daddy or a fur mummy.
Well, we don't have any fur animals at all.
We don't consider.
We have fish.
Mm-hmm. Does that make a scale daddy? Am I a scale daddy or a feather daddy?
Okay, let's not do this.
We don't do that anyway. We don't identify as parents of fish and animals.
No.
The evolutionists can identify themselves as descendants of fish and birds if they want, but I'm not going to.
Anyways, back to what we were saying. The second thing is we have to move again.
We do. I mean, hooray! The place we live in is getting renovated. Boo! We have to be out of here because the place is getting renovated. Why can't they just renovate around us? I promise not to, annoy the people who are busily making our place look better. I do. Do you think that'll work? They probably want to renovate. They don't need to renovate that bedroom. It's great.
So we were told that we were going to go on to a periodic lease.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that happens after a month because we have the lease here for another month, and then we've been given
until the 12th of April.
Yeah, but we've been given 2 months' notice or 60 days' notice, right? That's what we've been given. So therefore, that says to me, after we go on to the periodic lease, we're only going to be on the periodic lease for about a month, and then we have to be out of here. And if we get out of here before that time, we have to give them 2 weeks' notice.
So Reborn, why did you say don't marry an educated lady? It will make an ego.
No, we do not need to just temporarily move. Sorry, I was misleading there. I was suggesting that it would be nice if we could just, move out while they renovate and then move back in. But I think he wants to sell it afterwards. So,
If he wants to sell it, we'll buy it.
With? I think we've got enough in Monopoly money. Oh, no, we don't. We sold the game, didn't we? Or did we? We still have the game. We still have the game. Yeah, we've got enough in Monopoly money. No worries. Do you think he'll take Monopoly money?
No.
What about if we make coins out of resin? Would that work?
No, but we are thinking of making...
If we gold color them, he might get confused. He might not know what gold coins look like. I reckon I don't know, 300 gold coins ought to do it. Made of resin. Fork it over.
Jeffrey.
What?
No.
No? Is that called being deceiving?
Yes.
Oh, I've got to learn my boundaries and legalities. It's getting me into trouble. At least I'm being entertaining. Hey, why not the cat? Incidentally, Reborn, I'm a cat person and a dog person. And apparently a bird and a fish person.
Well, we do plan on getting a cockatiel when we get our next home.
Although I do like our fish.
But we do have 4 chickens, which we are taking care of.
We are.
And they give us eggs, and
they well, they don't give them. Like we sneak into the coop and take them after they've laid them, and they go. I don't know if they go looking for them afterwards. I don't think they do.
No.
They go, oh well, I guess I'll produce another one.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, sometime next week.
Yeah.
They're very lazy regarding that because it's coming on cooler here, and they start to slow down in their egg laying.
Yeah, that's what I've read.
So instead of like 1 per day, it's like 1 every 3 days. We're not even sure if it's the same one. The other, like 3 of them might not even be laying. Might be only 1.
I know 2 were.
Because did we get 2 eggs in one day?
One time, yeah. Oh. 1 or 2 times.
Okay, well it must be 2 out of the 4. Well, let's hope they never unionize against us.
I don't think they will.
You know, we demand more time out in in the garden picking at things.
Oh, I wish we could.
I wish that stuff in the pen wasn't well, we can.
Yeah.
We have to keep an eye on them though.
We have to really keep an eye on them. So we got a letter telling us that the lease was not going to be renewed.
We did. Do we send it back? Because we don't like that letter, and we can tell them we can just write another one that we like better.
No.
We can't?
No.
Why not? We're paying them money.
I know.
Paying them a lot of money. They should write nice letters.
At the very end of the letter, they said, "I'm sorry."
Well, it's nice that they feel bad about it. I think they like us, actually.
I think they do.
Huh?
I didn't put you on timeout, hun.
Since when? Certainly not today.
Audie, did you put on...
Probably not.
Probably not.
I have to agree that the patriarchy probably doesn't know what a mistake is.
No.
You know?
I don't even know who the patriarchy is.
Yeah, I don't know because I haven't touched the computer at all, and
no, but
Riv's here, crocheting. So yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Hope it's not the AI.
What AI?
You know, the one that lives in the internet.
Oh.
Attacking everybody.
Yeah, it seems like they do.
I have it. I've got it narrowed down to Siri and Alexa now.
Yeah.
It's one of them, or it could be that. It could be that, funky robot chick Sophie. Might be her.
It could have been. Oh, my husband's mouse sometimes acts up too. Seriously.
It was weird. It was doing it yesterday. I'd click on something once and it'd click on it twice, and I'm going, no, I just wanted to look, not activate it. You know? Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay.
And then this morning I'd click on something and it wouldn't start, and I'd click on it again, and it wouldn't start, and I'd click on it again. I was, for goodness sake. You know?
Yeah.
It took me, I think, 5 goes to open a tab this morning. Never actually been inside the atomic world. As far as I know, you've got protons, electrons, and if you break those open, you get quarks, semi-quarks, and quavers, which is interesting because a quaver is a musical note.
Yeah, I'm just talking about what's going on for me and my husband, because I'm not very happy at the moment, if anyone hasn't noticed.
Here's an interesting question, Reborn. Do you subscribe to Einstein's theories, or do you go for Nikolai Tesla's series, or do you have somebody else that you prefer? AKA the electric universe versus the ball is a great big,
Yeah.
molten thing that is gradually transforming into iron.
I don't know.
If you haven't studied the electric universe, have a look. It's really fascinating.
Yeah.
Whether it's true or not is another matter, but it really is interesting.
So anyway, that's what's going on at the moment for me and my husband. So that means we have to start packing again.
We do. Fortunately, we still have a large number of the boxes. I mean, some of them were.
Some of them are
some of them are. Some of them are still packed, but some of them got destroyed, as it were.
By the chickens?
Not well. Even before that, because remember when we moved last time, it was in the rain. It was in the rain, and they got.
Yeah, we like Tesla.
There you go.
We actually like Tesla.
I don't often come across people who prefer Tesla, and it's good to come across somebody else who does. I have not studied into it a lot yet, but I really do find the concept of the electric universe fascinating.
Oh, it is.
I mean, it emphasizes the electromagnetic force, which is one of the largest.
Yeah, and there is an electromagnetic force.
Rather than gravity, which is one of the weakest.
Oh. I still think there's gravity here, though.
Oh, I didn't say there wasn't, but I'm just saying is that he said we fall towards the Earth because that's the thing in the vicinity with the highest electromagnetic potential.
You were saying something about a woman.
Yes.
Yes, he was.
Yes, very clever man.
Very, very clever man. We actually watched a film about him one time.
Yeah, a couple of them actually.
And one was where he actually created electricity through the ground.
He did quite a few amazing things with electricity.
I'm trying to remember. It was electricity through the ground.
I wish I understood his inventions. I really do. I don't.
Yeah, I wish we could understand. Oh my word, he had electricity through the ground.
Well, the Earth acts like an electromagnet.
Oh, I know, but
in a lot of ways.
And he even said that's the thing. He said that
yeah, you just need to figure out how to tap into that, and boom, free electricity.
And he did. He did. There was this one time there was a boom or something, and
now remember part of that was based on. Some of it was based on interviews or whatever, chats, conversations with him, but others was speculation because he was long gone by then, shall we say.
Yeah.
Dead, disappeared, whatever.
We don't know.
If he wasn't then.
We don't know. Only Jan knows that one. Anyway.
They are. I'm going to have to find someone who understands electrical engineering better than I do, and something built. But I have to have a little bit of cash first.
Yeah, we kind of want to make it. We kind of want.
Either that, or educate myself more and more and more until I can figure out what he's doing.
Has so many ideas, and I have a few ideas.
Mm-hmm.
We have some ideas that we want to take part in. My husband and I have, with this whole thing about moving, we might possibly just go buy our own selves a house.
Well, now here's the thing about that, though. We do not currently well, you can always self-educate, and it sounds like you've started, Reborn. It really does sound like you've made a start in it, which is great. See, if you get curious about a lot of things, eventually they start in your head, and you go, "Oh, I can see where biochemistry links up to physics."
Yeah.
For example, language. Learn language, you'll do really well because DNA is language, RNA is language.
Well, for me, fact that yeah, I've been educated, but I haven't been really educated, if that makes sense. I've been through college, yes, but only through massage college.
Well, here's the thing. The whole school system is designed original thing, which was to make you a good little worker who understood your job better.
Yeah.
That was.
It was actually, and don't get wrong, the schooling system is actually to make you a slave.
Yep, debt slave. Well, we're going political today, aren't we? And then later on, it became become a way to indoctrinate what the government at the time thinks your values should be, and that's certainly the case in China. It's like, well, this is your test scores.
But,
you will become this
I would
person.
really not like to talk about that one.
Just saying.
I just want to state the situation that we're having at hand, which means we have to move.
Yes, dear. I was going to say one. And that was the other thing. Notice, I don't know of a single school, now maybe I'm wrong, maybe there is, grade 1 to grade 12 school that teaches people about how to save money, invest money like an entrepreneur. Not one.
And also, the schools don't teach you how to strategies and stuff either.
Practical skills. Practical skills. The community colleges used to do practical skills.
They don't anymore.
No. Something here called tertiary and further education, which you could say, for example, learn to be a boiler maker if you didn't already know.
Yeah.
But anyway, yes, and only 3% of the money is real anyway. Then that's another story. We could get into that for an age. I really podcast on that. I want to I should do a political one, but there's so many people doing political ones already. Anyhow,
Aussie politicals.
Does she? Aussie politics. I thought you said Aussie for a. I thought you said Aussie for a second there. Sorry.
Aussie, like
Aussie, Australian.
Australian.
Yes, Australian politics. Very few people are interested in Australian politics except for other Australians. It's not like we're a world power, although we could be if we wanted to. They just have to give us back our guns.
Yeah, well, they won't do that, will they?
Not in a hurry. Getting back to our personal situation, we are discussing the possibility of going on a crowdfunding campaign, and
we're not going through.
Oh no. We've for various reasons we are thinking about selecting Give, Send, Go rather than any of the other multitudes of ones out there. So we are thinking of starting either a strawberry or herb farm.
Yeah.
And specifically peppermint.
Because how often does people like peppermint tea?
Well, I like peppermint tea. You like peppermint tea.
I love peppermint.
And peppermint is used in other things too, by the way. Did you know?
Oh, I know. It's for healing.
You know, peppermint oil, and you can put that in your... You can get peppermint extract. People love to cook with that.
Oh, and it's excellent for scaring off bugs.
Yep. Keeps there. We could have little plants around the house.
Yeah.
Anyway, so peppermint maybe. Strawberry probably. Because strawberry...
Or both. And then we're also thinking of having a grapevines too.
But that would take longer to establish, which is why we need the other things first. Anyway, we have been investigating around the area some of the local farms which are for sale. And remember, we are talking in Australian dollars here. I've investigated. There is a farm for sale for $365,000, which we would have to add 3.5% stamp duty to, taking it up to 300. What did I say? 372,000 or something. Something like. I
would say go for even 400,000.
And then we would need about $30,000 to install and start running the farm itself.
Yep.
Okay, which would be a hydroponic setup. and stacked planters, and it would be automated. As in, once it's not fully, obviously, we'd still have to do the harvesting by hand, but the watering and the nutrient drip would be one and the same thing, and you just turn the tap on, have it on a timer. And now the reason why we were looking at one particular farm is because it has a bore on it with what they call potable water. Yes, live off grid.
Same here.
And there's various ways.
That's why we're talking about bores. That's why we're talking about bores. We're talking about it actually has solar.
It has 24 solar panels on the roof.
24 solar panels on the roof.
Which powers the house and the shed.
We want to live off grid.
Okay, the shed has 3-phase power.
We want to live off grid.
Were there 2 or 3 water tanks?
There was 3 water tanks.
And the bore. And we could hook the farm equipment up to the bore, the watering devices up to the bore.
And to top it off, we can also have our chickens. We could probably have a goat out there.
We would grow our own, at least our own.
We would grow our
vegetables.
Own vegetables, and we would have our own fruits. We can eat the strawberries for ourselves, but we can also sell the strawberries.
Well, we're considering that, and then later on expanding and putting in a bottling plant so we can make it into strawberry jam and sell that way.
These are thoughts that we have in our mind.
So, the what would you call it? A Kickstarter, crowdfunding campaign?
It's called Give Send Go.
I know the name of it, but we call them crowdfunding. It's called It's a form of crowdfunding.
Yeah.
And so what we would do is it would actually be a business. People would buy shares and invest in what we're doing.
Oh, we agree, because we actually have very good soil over here in Australia.
Yeah, this section we're in, there are 3 main areas in this area, in this general geographic region. There's the area around Grantham in particular.
Yeah, but the one that we're going to go with.
We're in the Southern Downs. We ourselves are we're looking in what's called the Southern Downs now. Southern Downs is probably the 3rd largest fruit and veggie producer in the area. Darling Downs, which is just to the north and west of us, is probably the 2nd largest.
Audie, if you're there, let me know, okay?
And the Lockyer Valley is the biggest. Well, she went off to fix her mouse, and maybe it's not back up yet.
Maybe. I'm just letting her know. Let me know when she's back.
Now we're talking good soil in Australian terms. Generally speaking, Australian soil is pretty poor, and that's probably because of lots of reasons. Part of which is we've never had we are
going to be getting what you call cocoa
coir.
Cocoa coir?
Okay, yeah, cocoa coir. It's made from shredded coconut, as not the coconut meat, but the husk. You combine shredded coconut, which has a great water retaining capability, with perlite, and then you feed it nutrients. But
I thought it was cocoa, like cocoa beans.
No.
Or cocoa root. Bark.
No, it's the husk of the coconut.
Oh, I did not know.
So it's the husk of the coconut, basically shredded up and mushed down and then packed into a little cube.
Okay.
So, so while we do have good soil here, the reason why we're going the other direction is because you can stack more plants in. See, the area that we're looking at is only 1.5 acres. I don't know if you're talking acres or square meters or hectares. Acres. Okay, so about 1.5 acres. Which, given what we're going to be growing, which is strawberries, which is a fairly high value crop in the area, and as I said, we can bottle it later on into strawberry jam if we choose to. We do, and
we're going to be using our
chicken manure
to be the fertilizer.
We are considering putting up a barn and having free range chickens, but as I said, the cost of the place would be over $370,000. The setup costs would add another $30,000 to that, making it a grand total of $400,000.
And I think incidental living costs to get us started would have to be at least another 20,000.
Yeah.
For, just in case kind of money.
Yeah.
I think if we set the Kickstarter off at that, and we say everyone who contributes, right? Everyone who contributes, like we might sell, I don't know, $10 shares.
Yeah.
Right? For example. So yeah, and yeah, if we were going standard like row cropping, probably end up using the chicken manure to put at the base of the grapes later on.
Yeah, I'm
for example,
that because we are going to try and grow grapes between
them.
I'll
tell you how we can set it up. We can set up a cage, like a coop.
Yeah.
With a mesh base or a barn with a mesh base.
Yeah.
And you can put catching bins basically underneath, and whatever drops into that is basically going to be poo.
Yeah.
Okay, and you can let it age under there for a while, and you take one out and mulch it, and then you can spread it all around the base of the grape trees. And if we do have room for a goat, which I don't think we will, but if we do, then we can do the same with that.
Oh, and we're also planning on having a beehive.
Definitely a beehive. Inside the greenhouse, I think.
Maybe.
Well, what if I get native bees?
Native bees definitely.
They don't produce much honey, though.
Stop.
No.
We've been talking.
Yeah, we're still talking here. Are you sure there's not an issue on your end, or?
Because we're still talking.
Yeah, we didn't stop.
We can finish talking about the setup. We were talking about you were talking about the fertilizer, and we were saying we have an idea for a fertilizer. The fertilizer could be our chicken poop.
Chicken manure. But yes, so it would be we're talking stacked planters, inline drip system, so that it drips from one planter down through the next planter. Nutrient base that we would have to buy from somewhere, probably the same place. And you can get a pH tester as well, but I don't think we'll bother.
Yeah.
Not really worth it. Not if we've got potable water.
We'll just trust in what the Heavenly Father wants us to do.
Exactly. So that's the thing. We would. So I'm not sure where you lost the signal. So, but we were thinking of going on Give Send Go. It'll be. We'll probably have a name for it. Like, were we thinking Golden Acres, or we were thinking of that last time, weren't we?
Yeah, we're thinking of something that's positive.
And whoever contributes will make it $10 minimum contribution.
Yeah.
And whoever contributes gets one share.
Yeah.
And that way we would only have to sell if it's. Well, we just decided we needed 420,000 Australian.
Yep.
So 42,000 shares.
Yeah, 42,000 shares.
Boom.
Boom.
Place sold.
Don't be paying. Don't be too.
Or purchased.
Well, I'm watching that and it's saying 0, but I know there's probably one there.
Yeah.
I don't like it when it does that 0.
Well, it may have been, like it said there, either somehow or other we appear to be losing signal, or they are. I'm not sure which. Well, but we're running all the time, so
yeah, we're running all the time.
Because we've been live for 44 minutes, and that matches with our thing. You may have to take over for a little bit, my dear, because I just heard the laundry stop.
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay, and I'm going to have to.
Yeah, it says
we're on. We're on. It's all running.
It says it's secure and everything.
Okay, so do you want me to just leave this? Do you want it on your head, or do you want me to just leave it face up?
I can put it on my head.
I'll leave it face up there for you. I'm going to go hang some clothes on the line, which I've just finished in the laundry.
One thing I gotta tell you is my husband does wash the laundry. He also dries the, all that other
remember
stuff.
what my adage is there. There's no such thing as women's work.
No.
Men work, women help.
Yeah. Audie and IG, could you tell me if
no, they can choose to work.
IG, if you could hear me or not? Let me know. I'm not sure what's going on. Weird. Weird. We had people talking to us, so I'm not sure what's going on right now. My husband went to go take care of the laundry. We're not ignoring anybody, I promise. I can't seem to get anyone to talk to me anyway at the moment. Like I said, we're right now going through a lot right now. I have to start repacking all my stuff back up. All of it. That's going to be fun. And I just got this room. Guys. I just got my craft room, and we were finally starting to settle, and now we have to move again. We're hoping to get something through a business so we can actually have our own place to live and all that. That's our hope. So, Reborn, where are you from? Yeah, we might end up getting that. That would be good. That would be very good. My husband wants to be a beekeeper too, so we're thinking of getting our native bees to take care of, and we would be getting some fresh honey from them. Sorry about the little clearing of my throat. I had to clean out my throat. London. Nice. I heard of London.
Big city.
Very big city. Very big city. So do you live, so you've been wanting to live off grid? How long have you been wanting to live off grid? Hello to the third person who came in. And we are done here. Yay! Okay, so this one's finished with this one, and then we'll go to the next one. I go and do one more. It's called the triple, so it's nice and fixed like that. There you go. It's all done. And then I have to weave them in. This thing is done. It's ready for its, I have to do some weaving in, but it's done. Yay! Now I have to work on the other one I was working on, which is very unique. I've never done anything like this before, but it's fun. I made this. It's really unique. You see the double, sorry. Oh, you're 29. Cool. As you can tell, it goes into 2, and then it goes into a singleton. 1 across. And then I have to do it again into 2 to finish this up. So it'll be a nice little scarf for my husband. What do you think? I think my husband will like it. Honey, just give me a minute, guys. I gotta go. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I work really hard on my crochets. That's a new pattern for me. By the way, I got two mailings. I have to do an unboxing for. So I have two mailings. You know, I got mail yesterday, and I have two unboxings for them. So I'm just turning this on so I don't lose you guys. Yay! So we're going back to doing this now. Believe it or not, I went and got myself one of these things right here. How to do a pattern. I actually read how to make a how to crochet a certain pattern. Okay, I have to go back to this so I can learn. Turn, skip one chain, single stitch, next 21 chains. Now, I'm excited about this because I think this will be nice. Okay, thank you, Reborn. We will definitely do that. We will definitely, I'll have to write them down. Or I could have Audie write them down for me and send them in my my Instagram if she's willing to do that. So right here is this. Yeah. I'm just checking. One across, one across. Okay. So I'm right now trying to figure out what I did with my crochet needle. I have to find my crochet needle. So we did the single stitch. Now, if I remember right, turn chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So DC in next. So if I remember right, I have to look at the bottom to get an idea how to start it. Yeah, I have to DC into the same thing. So DC into this, go in here, DC into that. I think that's how it's, nope, I did it wrong. It was 3, and then DC. I've learned how to read patterns. I know it sounds strange, but me learning how to read patterns. Okay, so they're telling me to DC into one thing here. And that will, yeah, that looks better. I think that's how they had it. Sorry, I'm looking at my old one to give me an idea. Yep. So DC into that. So I did. And then they say chain 2, skip 2. 1, 2, skip 2. 1, 2. And go to this one right here. And chain. Okay. Sorry, I'm starting this again. And then skip 2. 1, 2. Okay, and then you see 1, 2, go into this. Bergs. This. So we will definitely get that book. Get those 2 books is suggested. Did I do this wrong? I hope I did it right. Looks like it's right. We'll find out. And then we do DC into this. So DC in the next double. Okay, so basically count DC here and throughout. Okay, I think I messed up. Like I said, I'm learning how to read this. So they're saying, let's see, 1, 2, 3. It was a little bit too long. It wasn't 4, it's 3. So you go in and you DC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm learning how to read a thing. So I'm pretty sure I did it right. I don't know. Let me check here. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, they're saying 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I need to do one more. 8. So I did 8 in that, and then I have to do a 1, 2. 1, 2, and then go over 1 and down. 1, 2, over 1, 2, 1, 2, and go in here. I've learned a new skill. So that's how those things come out. It's pretty interesting. And then I am to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that ends it over here. So we're on the 7 right there. And as you can tell, that's how it comes out. Isn't that pretty? So I'm on, instead of a single all the way across, it's now back to doing the double things. So 1, 2, so you chain 3 and then you go to the next. I've been thinking this will be a nice little scarf for my husband because it's a perfect color for a man. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 right here. So I'm doing it right here. There's 7. This is a new pattern to me, guys, and I think it turned out really pretty. Now this is a singleton and single. I'm sorry, I call it singletons, but it's actually just a single square each. While this is a double square, and it's very interesting. And I've learned how to crochet this. And then you go in here and you go into this one and you do the same situation. And I think my husband will appreciate this. 1, 2. And then we go in here and we go to the last one right here. Now this is a pattern I just learned how to make. I love it. I think it's pretty. Now, am I very strong in knitting? No. Am I good in crochet? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Put aside one instead of the other.
6, and last one, 7. And that's 7 right there. And as you can tell, it comes back to that. Do you see the 2 squares?
Did everyone get the various disconnections back and forth?
2, 3. He's left. The person Reborn has left.
Okay.
They want you to get the 2 books that the person recommended.
Okay.
And I'll pull it up. Secrets of the Soil and The Secret Life of Plants.
Oh, I've heard of The Secret Life of Plants.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard of that one. So, yeah, I haven't read it, but...
Never read it, but, yeah.
Certainly be worth doing.
It's to help us learn how to grow it. He's from... The person's from London.
Yeah, it's London.
Reborn's from London.
There you go.
And they got off. Told us to get the books.
Well, yeah. Sustainable farming requires animals and plants.
So You turn, you do chain 3.
I will be back in. I'm just boiling the kettle for another drink.
You do the DC, oh my word, chain 3, you DC in the next stitch is what they say. So that's the next stitch. And then you do 1, 2, and then you go 1, 2, and then you go to the next one right here. I actually enjoy this new stitch. It's different, but it's so intricate and so pretty. 1, 2, 1, 2, go to the third stitch, and then you crochet into the 7 stitch. Okay, so how did they, yeah, I'm trying to remember how I did it. Oh, okay. So you go into this one right here, 1, 2, go into this one right here, into the double crochet, and then you go into the other section, 1, 2, and then you go into this one right here, and then you do 2 chain, then you go 2, and you go over and skip the 2 chains over there, and you go to the 3rd chain.
I hope everyone is following along here.
1, 2, and then you go 1, 2, and
I hope those watching are taking notes, because there will be an exam on this later on.
You're funny.
You know what happens if you get downgraded, by a YouTube channel? It's kind of sad. No, nobody downgrades you. But if you get upgraded by a YouTube channel, doesn't mean beans, because this is not an official, what would you call it?
And as you can tell, there's the 2 on the side. Sorry.
Get this off the floor. It looks important.
Here it is. As you can tell, there's the 2 on the side.
Oh, I don't need my hat on.
This is so amazing. I love. It's different. I never dealt with this type of stitch before, so it's quite interesting. Audie, I hope you're there. Please speak. Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? So yeah, this is very pretty, and it's different for me. Oh, Bergs.
Incoming human.
Incoming human. Jeffrey's coming back.
I am. I'm organized.
He's keeping you guys entertained while I work on this interesting diamond painting. No, crochet. Oh. I can just hear my husband. He's like, that's not.
I've worked out what crocheting is, by the way. It's moving pieces of yarn around the holes in space to make them fit.
He can't understand crocheting. My husband can't. Like, okay, here's an example. He says,
is back?
Yeah, I know, okay. She's back. Ah, so that's probably what happened in it.
No, his computer. We don't know why her mouse was acting up yet. When you get right down to it, our computers always do things we don't understand.
No.
How does the 101001010101 work anyway? I think I just gave the ASCII characters for the letter A. Everything is reduced to zeros and ones.
Yeah.
How can a computer detect nothing? You know? It says the information means it's either on or off. Okay, it's off. And the computer detected that? I don't understand. So there you go. Yes, crochet is using knots to make snuggly things. Knitting uses loops. I have had it succinctly explained to me now, dear, and all is clear.
Good.
Still can't do it.
Oh, I know you can't. No, you can't. He never could understand it. And one thing he hates about crocheting and even knitting is that you can easily unravel.
Yeah, tug on the wrong thing and like, oh, I'm not wearing a sweater. It's just a bunch of string. Why? It should be more secure. Yeah. Got the cat and mouse and the keyboard at the same time. So they may have been infected with gremlins. Gremlins are evil. Nasty little things. Are they a more technological version of goblins, do you think? I think they're smaller than goblins.
I don't know.
Goblins are like...
So do you like your new scarf?
It's looking good.
And it's the right color for a man.
It's about halfway finished, isn't it?
It's about a third way finished.
Third? It's going to be a
not
long
1/3.
scarf.
Not 1/3.
2/3.
2/3 way finished.
2/3. 1/3 to go.
Yep. And I have to do, I don't know.
Did you figure out your mouse, Oddie? What's going on? Why is it randomly clicking on people and timing them out, if it was?
Probably was.
I don't know.
We don't know.
All I know is I didn't do it, you didn't do it.
You.
Possibly even Oddie didn't do it. Maybe there's just some glitch in the other person's computer. I don't know.
I don't know. We didn't block them.
Or time them out.
Or time them out.
I already have something snuggly.
He actually has something. I actually personally made him.
I was talking about you.
Oh.
Yeah, you're talking about the beanie.
Yeah, I made him a beanie.
Somebody walking past our house. How dare they?
Well, it won't be our house much longer.
Oh, that's right. It's walking past someone else's house that we're renting.
Yeah.
Even then, you don't... I'm not sure if you own your house. I'm not sure if you can actually own your house in Australia if you have to pay rents on it and property tax all the time.
Paying rents, yeah.
Probably means the government owns it if the bank doesn't.
It's a sad day.
Oh! Well, there you go. So the dad admitted he's
So maybe that's what happened?
Could be. What kind of drink? Alcohol should make it run better. The electrolytes. Water makes it run worse, and I don't know what coffee does to a computer.
I didn't drop anything.
Didn't say you did.
I know, but I didn't drop anything, I promise.
Pepper. Dr. Pepper. There you go.
Dear.
I don't think sugar's good for computers.
No, I don't think so.
Makes them fat. Oh no, wait. It's not computers. Makes everybody else fat, but not computers. Just computers just go, Dr. Pepper, and keel over.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, most people like Dr. Pepper, but computers don't.
Did you want to see something that is almost done?
Did you?
I'm asking her.
Let's find out.
I'm waiting.
Yeah. But not with bated breath. It was. It was. Did they get run out?
Huh?
She said it was from left field. I think they got run out. They run out on first or second? Or third? You can't even get run out on home. Imagine getting run out on home. I'd be annoyed. I ran 3 bases. Nearly 4. I'm safe.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
I'm envious of computers. They can't get fat. They've even got these slimline models.
Mm.
I just call that rubbing salt in the wound.
Oh dear.
Yeah, sorry, Audia. I'm on random thinking mode this morning.
It's too early.
Mm-hmm.
It's way early. It's like
whatever random thought pops into my head, I think, shall I put that out there? And like that filter's usually in place.
But not at an early time.
Not today. Haven't installed it this morning.
So did you want to see what I finished? Well, it's not 100% finished, but will be finished.
What? Show me.
I will. Looking at it.
Oh yeah? What are you looking at? I can see the bin. I'm pretty sure you haven't been crocheting that.
No, it's not crochet.
Oh, it's not?
No.
What is it?
It's something for JB Cons and will be sent to her.
That one. No worries.
Oh, I'm so excited about it.
Unfortunately, no. What are they saying? No rest for the wicked. No rest for the wicked. And even less for the righteous. Hey, dear.
Mm.
We've got a lot more work to do than the wicked do. Bunch of lazy people. But yes, we have a lot of house hunting to do. We have a campaign to start. Did you hear about the campaign that we're starting, Oddie? I think you may have been away when we were discussing starting a campaign to start a farm.
Because we really don't want to be on.
You can be a partial owner in a farm in Australia. Would you like to spend $10 Australian to be part of a partial farm owner? Something to think about, isn't it? You could say I own property in Australia.
No, we can't even take a nap. Not right now. Not when everything is going kind of wonky on us.
So yeah, we've got.
Just give me a moment.
We've got the campaign to start.
I was going to show her something.
We've got chickens to feed. They haven't been fed yet.
Yeah.
We have packing to do.
Then I'm going to show her something that I've already made.
And I have to decide if I want to do some writing or maybe learn how to be a, what do they call those things? Affiliate marketer.
Well, we're gonna try everything we can. We're gonna try everything we can.
Yes, it is interesting, but did you hear the speech before? Anyway, okay, I'll let Rev show you this. She's got to show you this whole thing here, this ensemble of resin pieces.
Now it has to be put together.
Comes together to make a certain other resin piece. You're quite a little bit off camera there. Okay, so the whole thing is resin. I had a little bit of tea earlier.
He's drinking his caffeine.
It's only early. It's like 8:18.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where that statement came from. I see what she's talking about. She said, "Hello, my pretties," for what you've got there. She likes that.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing when it's all done.
Just don't start calling it my precious in a raspy voice, because that requires intervention.
It's not done yet. I still have to glue them together, but think
it all starts with wanting something especially for your birthday that somebody else has, and it just escalates badly from there.
And I'm also going to put on the very top of them some stuff to hide all these little holies. But that is the result.
It needs a back to it. It needs to be more stable. You could like a back to it.
But this is the and it can hold here's an example.
It's an arena stand for Lego people.
It can hold like
once you've got 50 more of them, you can have a play put on.
It can hold like for someone who's doing resin, it can hold a lot of different things that is something to do with resin. Or if you have like these type of bottles, or
maybe they could be at the theater
bottles,
watching Lego Batman. What do you think?
It can hold. Get
a Lego person and put it. You don't have a Lego person, do you?
No.
No. I reckon it would fit Lego people.
I don't want to ruin anything, but it can hold.
It's a grandstand. They could be watching Lego soccer.
So as you can tell, it can hold this. It can hold this. It can hold a little bit bigger bottles like this.
I like my idea better. What? You're demonstrating. I'm talking.
I'm just trying to show her what it'll hold. It can hold.
Yeah, well, hurry up. You got 9 minutes.
I know. It can hold those.
Mm-hmm.
This one was actually made by me. I made something like this.
You could get rich by charging people like $2 for seats.
It can hold something about this big.
They could pay you in Monopoly money, and then you would win Monopoly by using Lego grandstands.
So that is what I am working on. I have to finish this one off, and it's supposed to go in the mail.
Where's the big TV screen for the people at the back?
What back?
In the grandstand.
I don't know.
Have big TV screens at the sports stadiums?
That looks so good. That looks so good. I love how it turned out. So it still needs to be glued together, but once it's all glued together, it will be mailed out to the person I made this for. But I have at least 4 or 5 more I need to work on. But
can I do a survey?
Here you go. Isn't that gorgeous?
I want to do a survey. I want people to vote which they prefer. Should it be an item for holding your glitters, or should it be a grandstand for all the Lego people? Vote in the comments.
Or should it be for someone who has it for their drills?
Yeah, that's the third option.
Yeah, the drills, like holding like their special drills or something like that. But this is what I made. It does hold everything. And the smaller ones like this, it will hold 11 of them.
It would be more stable if someone resined it together at the finish when they get it. They can resin it, can't they? She's into resin.
She's into resin, yes.
Deeply into resin.
But when I send something, it's supposed to be
not stuck together just yet.
It's not stuck together yet, but yeah. That's how it's going to look.
Mm-hmm.
And it holds all your drills, if you wanted to hold your drills.
That way she can put it in whatever she like. If she likes, say, green down the bottom.
But I fixed it like this. Look at how that turned out.
It's very shiny.
Shiny. It's gorgeous. I love the coloring. I love the coloring of it. It's like green and purple.
The other one's swirly.
Or teal. It's supposed to be like a teal.
Mm-hmm. Does anybody actually know what teal looks like, or are they just all pretending
and
together?
This one is the other one. That looks really amazing. I could switch it around and say, hey, let's go with this one, and then this one show off this one. I mean, I could fix it this way.
I like the way Oddie dodged the question on the survey.
Oh, I have a lot of bubble wrap.
Should be for whatever the...
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Did it turn out really well? I think it turned out pretty good. I'm also going to be putting on top
I
some
think you could keep
diamond
pens
drills.
or letters in it.
You can put pens in the middle, like you can take like your diamond painting pens. I can just see that. Here, get me a diamond painting pen in there.
Second, top one or second one?
Second one, or actually down here. It's in this one. It's this one.
Moved it around.
It's down here.
Second one?
Second one.
The diamond painting pen in there?
Yeah, plenty of them.
There we go. Option B. Hold on. Are you trying to get that bit? Do you want me to get
I got it.
Okay, you're good. Good to go.
So here's an example. Like, let's say you don't have this gorgeous craft corner thingy.
It's kind of sad it shows up in reverse image.
Yeah, it is. And here's this one. It holds some stuff.
Yeah. So, ta-da!
See, it'll hold up to four diamond painting pens.
Maybe longer for a proper holder.
But
Do
it's.
you want me to make a diamond painting pen holder? I could do that.
Yeah, I would love you to make me a diamond painting pen holder, and I want it to be. Yeah, I would.
Like
and
a knife block.
yeah, that would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's probably true. It's like, what can I use it for today?
Yeah.
What do I need it for right this minute?
So, like I said, I have 3 of them. I'm going to be making more. I want to put some diamond painting drills on the very top to hide all the bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me. That's how I am. But yeah, I'm very happy with how that turned out. So, I am not changing the time for my Fridays. No matter what anyone tells me, it's Resin. And Resin is at its time.
Queensland time.
It's not being changed.
Mm-hmm.
I already told her that before. Yeah.
There you go.
Crochet hooks? Perfect for crochet hooks.
So is Oddie putting in an order for?
I think she might be. She might. I can make it with little.
We can put a name on it.
I could put Audie on it. I could put.
You could even put a real name on it if she wants.
Yeah.
I'm getting up to put this away. Are we nearly done? Or what are we doing?
I think we're done.
Think we're done?
So yeah, we only have like 3 minutes.
Okay.
And I usually have to sign off at 3 minutes.
Now it's time to say goodbye to all the family.
Oh, brother.
And we stop there because,
we don't want
copyright
strike. But I thought you would like to know how that turned out. I'm excited because I'm going to be sending that out. I'm also going to be taking a picture of all of it. I have to finish up with the gluing it together. But once it's all glued together, it's ready. And it's going in the mail to JB Cons, and JB Cons is sending something to me. And yeah, it's going to be amazing. And I'm going to be doing an unboxing of JB Cons work. Won't that be fun? Anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. I love you. I appreciate you. I know it's only one person right now, but I appreciate you more than anyone realizes. I thank you for coming on this channel with me and enjoying the time that we have.
And to everyone who watches.
And to everyone who watches, thank you for showing that I will be on Friday, this Friday, which is your Thursday. I will not change the time for that because it's Resin. I'm sorry. People can get angry with me all they want. I'm not changing that time for Resin. No. It's the only one I don't change.
Hi.
But this one I did change because of the fall back, spring forward situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, there it is. See ya. Many blessings. If you like my
So-
video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. If you have not subscribed, please ring the bell so you know when I upload another video. And last but not least, please comment and let me know what you think of my beautiful crocheted items. I mean, I finished this. It's almost completely done. It's almost completely done. I have to make the zits for it, and then it's done. I have to finish this one off, and then it goes to my wonderful, amazing husband who loves, will have a handmade scarf by his wife.
Be very useful very soon. We're coming into autumn.
Yeah, we're coming into autumn, so he'll need it for his neck.
During winter.
Especially since he has, his, yeah.
Beard is temporarily missing.
Yeah, I was thinking Jeffrey will, I think this is perfect for a color for a man. Let me know if that looks like it's perfect color for a man. I thought it was perfect. And hey, it was a crochet thing that someone suggested. I will not be adding any flowers on it because it's a man. But yeah, I think it'll be a beautiful thing.
All right.
Well, I'm signing off. Many blessings and shalom. I gotta sign off.